It's an interesting question, and it should be an obvious answer. The difference between billing and collecting is being in the second part of the circle or being in the third part of the circle that completes the circle of a three-dimensional lawyer. The first is getting the client, the second is doing the work, and the third is getting paid. Until you complete the circle, you haven't finished it. Actually, if you do the work but don't get paid, you're worse off because you've incurred overhead, rent, staff, and so forth in order to do that work. And so if you don't get paid, you're really taking money out of your own pocket in order to protect the interest of the client. You've got to keep track of what you bill and what's been paid. So always be mindful of your accounts receivable. And essentially, that's the difference between your billing and your collecting. The realization rate really has two definitions, but the one that's important here is it's the percentage or the difference between what you bill and what you collect. In the ideal world, whether you're a lawyer, an accountant, a pickle manufacturer, it doesn't matter. In the ideal world, everything you bill should be collected. That means your realization rate should be 100%. If you are less than 100%, you've got a problem. Or you've got clients who have a problem, and it's your problem because you haven't kept track of it. You haven't followed it closely enough to make sure that the work that you do is work that your clients not only can afford to pay, but want to pay. One of the basic methodologies, in my opinion, to make sure that you collect what you bill is to have a conversation in the intake session, your very first session with the client. And the conversation should go something like this. Look, I have certain responsibilities. I have to perform work for you that you request that I think is appropriate, and I have to do it competently. If I don't, you have a right to be upset. More than that, you have a right, and you will exercise that right, I'm sure, to take me to the Bar Association or to file a lawsuit for malpractice. So I have some responsibilities and obligations under this agreement. But this is a two-way street. This is not a one-way street. You also have some obligations. Your responsibilities and obligations include the following. Tell me the truth. If you lie to me or don't tell me the whole truth, I cannot properly defend you. If I ask you for documents that I need in order to properly represent you and respond to discovery or otherwise, you've got to get those documents to me, and you've got to get them to me timely. And thirdly, you've got to pay my bill. You've agreed in the terms of this document, our engagement agreement, to pay me within 30 days of the date of the bill. If you don't do that, then I'm at a disadvantage. I've honored my part of the agreement, but you have not honored your part of the agreement. So, in this discussion with your client, you've got to tell them that it's a two-way street and that there are consequences. There are consequences to me, the lawyer, which I've mentioned, and now the client has to be told of the consequences to the client. 1, I'm going to stop work. 2, I'm going to withdraw from representing you. And 3, I will sue you for the amount of money that you owe me up until that time. Those are the consequences. In any business, that works. And the problem with lawyers is that they have been bludgeoned so much by insurance companies and law professors that they forget that they're running a business, a service business, but nevertheless a business. And I am no longer involved in the argument or the debate about whether this is a profession or a business. It's both. Unless you operate in a business-like way, however, your clients will not respect you, and your clients will not pay you, and your clients will not refer other matters to you. It's as simple as that. Thanks for joining us today. Obviously, there's much more that can be said on this subject, and on a lot more subjects that will help you become more efficient in the delivery of your legal services, more effective for your clients, and therefore more profitable for you. If you've got any thoughts about what we've discussed here, please let me know at edpoll@lawbiz.com or 800-837-5880. And if you have other ideas and topics, challenges that you'd like us to address in future editions of this series, please let me know as well. Thanks for joining us today.